Hi folks, in this video I am going to review Mudit Jain's DECODE GS 2 book. The publisher, you can see UPSC Guide, the same publisher of famous book Answer Writing Manual of Mudit Jain ma'am. And coming to author, the author is an IRS officer. He cleared UPSC CSC thrice. He also wrote Decode Ethics and Decode History book, of which Decode Ethics became relatively more popular among aspirants. The price you can see here, it is mentioned as 450 rupees, but you can get it for low price in Amazon and Flipkart. A short disclaimer for beginners: the book is oriented according to UPSC mains answer writing and not for prelims. Now I will show you the index. You can see chapter 1 pressure groups and all, chapter 2 representation of people's acts, chapter 3 developmental process, etc. Chapter 4 issues related to development, chapter 5 poverty and hunger, chapter 6 various topics like governance, transparency, etc. and chapter 7 role of civil services in democracy. The book as a whole has 7 chapters and of 329 pages. But here in governance topic, the topics of constitutional and judicial bodies are not there in this book, but you can read it out from Lakshmikant. Starting with first chapter, pressure groups. You can see how detailed it is, various meanings from which you can choose any one and use for quoting in mains answer writing. Then historical evolution, and when you go and see into the book, you will find features, pros, cons, way forward, respective PYQs that to solve it, and many. Here in the end of the chapter you can also find sample questions. You can find these sample questions at the end of every chapter, and also space is provided for updating current affairs. And in the whole book I liked two best things, not just in this book but in all books of Mudit Jain sir. That is first one, flowcharts and diagrams. I will show you some. Here you can see a flowchart about challenges of a topic. Here you can see a pie diagram relating to efficient public service delivery. Here you can see a flowchart regarding SHGs. I am showing you the flowcharts and diagrams that I liked the most in this book, and I will show you one more flowchart. I think pie diagram, yeah, here it is, a pie diagram on poverty. This aspect of flowcharts and diagrams is unique of all his books. You can use them directly in your answers. The second part I liked the most in this book is the current affairs related with static theory along with government schemes. I will also show you some glimpses of them. Here you can see Rice Initiative, the latest one. Here you can see FCRA 2010, but it was amended, and you have amended one also, FCRA 2020, and a question related to FCRA 1976, a PYQ. But here the author provided in current context using FCRA 2020 these two parts, that is the flowcharts and diagrams and static theory linked with CA and government schemes, I liked it the most in this book. And one more chapter I will review on, that is second chapter of Representation of People's Act. I didn't find this much detailed notes on RPA in any other book, but as usual you need to condense it after 1 or 2 readings. I will show you another topic. Here you can see topic of NGOs. You can see the format, the meaning, evolution, PYQs, positive and negative examples, challenges, current affairs, and recommendations of various committees. Here you can see, and a corresponding way forward. Here similar format goes for topics such as SHGs and cooperatives also. One thing I found difficult or I found little messy is the aspect of solving PYQs in the middle of the topics, that is in between the points. I will show you some examples to make you understand what my point is. Here you can see the topic is mentioned, role of NGOs in India, but in between the author solved the PYQ and later the role points continued. I will show you one more example. Here you can see challenges faced by SHGs, and in between he solved a PYQ and then continues the challenges. This part I find a little bit messy. Apart from that, I found the book useful. By the way, you can also refer to recent toppers notes and do some value addition. See, I have done value addition by sticky notes. Like this you can make. Overall, these 329 pages for governance and social justice is way too much, so you need to make a short note out of it. The same thing the author has pointed out in the starting, how to read this book. Here he has mentioned to make synopsis or short notes out of it. Finally, I say the book is useful, but you need to make short notes out of it. That's my review, guys. The decision is yours to use this as your source for governance and social justice or not. All the best.